Hey everyone, this is Zach, here with another episode of Hope for Master Ball. Now, it is the first day of March, so that means the ladders have reset, which means we are going to try to hit Master Ball with a new team. Team's not as new as you think. If you are familiar with my channel, you recognize this team as WifiMerriman's Cherridon team. The only difference is we swapped out Charizard for Regieleki. Can't really give a good reason why. We just thought it would be, I thought it would be a better fit than having fire type, like being so dominant onto one playstyle. And Wi-Fi kind of agreed, so we kind of talked about a Regieleki. And here we have a decent matchup. And so far, like, I don't know how I feel about basically the whole team being, like, centered around my restricted. You build a team like that, but I never really have it as in, like, if Groudon goes down, like, this team is in trouble. We weren't able to get some practice on the ladder before it reset, but we were able to get some practice in casuals, which I faced 3 stock teams and I only dropped 1 match, so feeling kind of hopeful. Hopefully this works. If you guys enjoy this content, don't forget to like and subscribe, and if you want to see me play against this team, you can check out the videos on my channel called Weekend with Wi-Fi, where you can find Wi-Fi's content as well. Do you lead Trick Room though? Let's see what they lead. The first couple of videos of the month are always rough because I never do good on the rank reset. Okay, so we got Ensign and Solgaleo here. And what I'm worried about is Trick Room. I think I do want to protect. Or do I immediately want to get a sunny day up? No, because Groudon will get that with the sun. I don't want to activate weakness policy yet. Let's just darts for damage. Okay, Whimsicott here, so these will both go into Ensign, so that's not too bad. Solid crit, and we bring it down immediately to the Citrus Berry. And okay, so you are taunt. So I think we do have to Tailwind here. I think getting damage into this Whimsicott is pretty important. And if you hit Whimsicott, we'll get a free switch into Groudon. And we actually see their Whimsicott won the first speed tie. I'm burning jealousy, okay. So we get the eject button switch out, which is pretty good here. And we should still be faster than this Ensign. So here I just want to max Quake. Also, another thing I don't like about this team is that there's no taunt. But Groudon really doesn't mind Trick Room that much. Bring in Tapu Fini, okay. Which Misty Surge isn't bad here. We can bring Whimsicott down to a Sash with Phantom Force. I don't think that happens, though. Oh, switcheroo. Solid damage into the Fini, even without weakness policy. So I think I want to max guard here. And just Phantom Force one more time. Because I want to say you want to be focusing down. Your Fini should be faster. But you have to figure out here, do you want to focus on the Dragapult, or do you want to focus on the Groudon? Another thing is, my opponent hasn't maxed yet. And okay, you go into the Groudon. There's our eject button. And we'll go ahead and give Dragapult a nice little boost. And both our Tailwinds are gone, but your Whimsicott is out. So unfortunately, what we have to do now is stall out Dynamax with Solgaleo. And I think the first thing I want to do is go ahead and protect. And just Phantom Force into the Fini. If we don't activate weakness policy and we can somehow stall out Dynamax, this matchup against Solgaleo isn't too bad. I also don't want to lose the Cherrim too early. So we'll go ahead and protect. Tapu Fini protects. And max Steel Spike. Okay. So our Flower Gift is gone. And at this point, I think we can sack off the Whimsicott here. And after the +1, I don't know if Dragapult will get the knockout. You should just max Steel Spike the Cherrim slot, and then Moonblast the Dragapult slot. And no knockout. Max Steel Spike goes out, Whimsicott goes down. And there's the Moonblast. And we actually keep Dragapult around. Mist is gone. We could Pollen Puff here. I feel like I'm not getting much done, but chipping them down does help. But I feel like I'm taking too much damage being passive. There's another Max Steel Spike. And I don't want Groudon to take another. I don't want Groudon to take a hit here. So I think what I have to do is just Helping Hand the Dragapult and hope that somehow Cherrim survives a Sunsteel Strike. Although it might have been better to set up the Sunny Day to get the boost rather than the Helping Hand. We do get the knockout. And Cherrim goes down. So unfortunately, we're like Instant's gonna come back out. And we're gonna get intimidated. So we're -1. So what's the better play here? I think it's Protect into Phantom Force. And then next turn we'll have to Fire Punch and hope that the double up will be enough. At -1 with Solgaleo unfortunately being +3, I don't think it is. Okay, Fake Out goes into the Groudon. We should be faster than the Solgaleo. I don't know if we're faster than the Ensign, though. Oh my goodness! Yes! The crit we need. Burning Jealousy. That's not enough to knock out Dragapult. So here we just Blades and Dragon Darts. Because yeah, you might knock out Dragapult next turn. Well, no, we're +1 special defense with Dragapult. I love how even... And we hit the Blades. Nice. Good game. So that's not the quick game you kind of expect with this team, because it's really just like setup and then Groudon tries to hammer everything else down. But I feel like we definitely played to our outs, and getting that crit Phantom Force was very well needed, because I don't think at +3, I don't think the Phantom Force and a -1 Fire Punch does it. But that's Pokemon for you, so let's jump into the next one. Oh, happy Monday, everyone. Okay. So Cinderace, Kyogre, both of the Reggies. Serena and Talonflame. This team. I feel like this is one of those ones where we might not need Dragapult. Because do you bring Uraleki? I don't think so. Serena and Cinderace are going to be a problem. Just because they both will probably carry fighting type moves. And our biggest thing is controlling the Weather War. But there's Sunny Day on 2 Mons on this team to help win that battle. Okay. So I think here I just want to Electro Web and set the Tailwind, because you should be doing the same. You should be setting the Tailwind as well. I am concerned about losing Regieleki turn 1, which I think is going to happen. I think a Volt Switch would have been better here, but like I said, one of the challenges is getting Groudon in healthy. Because I could Volt Switch here and do lots of damage to either of these Mons, but then like Groudon has to take whatever it dishes out. Like, oh, we missed the Cinderace. There's Steel Spike. Are you going into Whimsicott? So the question is, does your Talonflame have Protect? I want to say it does. So I think the safest thing here is to double up into the Cinderace. And max Flare into it. Because we're still the... Regieleku's still the fastest thing on the field. And if we can switch out our Regieleki and keep it healthy, that will be good for an endgame. Okay, so Talonflame doesn't protect. And a Brave Bird into the Regieleki slot would kind of stink. That or Will-O-Wisp. I didn't even think about that. Max Darkness. We hang on with Focus Sash. Oh, there it is. I want to say you just Brave Bird. Into the Cherrim. So we want to protect to try to like preserve the Cherrim. Who'd you go into? Come on, not Cherrim. Yes, okay. So we keep Cherrim around, so we'll keep the boost, which is going to be needed. Yeah. But we max Quaked. Okay. Or could we benefit from switching out Cherrim? Because if you Sucker Punch, we're in a decent position. I guess we have to max Rockfall here. Iron Head. Okay, so I think that activates Weakness Policy. No, it doesn't. Brave Bird. Regieleki eats that. And we have to somehow figure out a way to get Cherriman for free. Tailwind's gone. Regieleki's still the fastest thing on the field. You have to Sucker Punch here. Kyogre. Okay. So I think Electro Web and Protect will be my best bet. Groudon protects, so Groudon's probably the slowest thing on the field. Sucker Punch, how much damage is that going to do? Oh. An Origin Pulse, so... Do we outspeed? We don't outspeed. I think we just lose here to a Water Spout. Yeah, we should just lose here to a Water Spout. Iron Head. That should be going right. Yep. Okay, good game. And that should just wipe Groudon. I lost that one when I called the Protect on Talonflame, because if I would have Volt switched out or even Electro Whipped again, I probably would have ended up Volt switching onto the Talonflame, but I was worried about seeing a Protect to keep Regieleki in and get it knocked out easily. And they made a really good call with the Max Airstream on the Max Quake. Let's check. Poribot, Oak Slab, Oak Slabs, Poribot. Okay, so no Protect. You're probably Focus Sash then. You're Sharp Beak. So who was your Focus Sash user? Cobbleberry, Wave Incense, Focus Sash on the Regieleki. So you must be 252, 252. Yep. So the Regieleki would have actually outsped mine. And let's give it one more. Like I said, I never do good on the first night when ladder resets, so the fact that I was able to pick up one is a plus for me. Okay, Rain. Ugh. So do you lead Rain here? Or do we just go right into Groudon? I want to say not, because you can max Geyser. Dusclop's an instant. Okay, so this honestly isn't too bad. I don't want to take an unnecessary trip on the Whimsicott. I want to say that you fake out the Whimsicott because you will be concerned about... Yeah. Okay, there's a trick room. Well, actually, I want to try to take out that ensign first. So let's Moonblast into the Dusclops and just try to get a Blades off. Escavalier. There's the parting shot. Stinks, but... Escavalier should be hit pretty hard. But is it weakness policy? There's Kyogre. You can max the Kyogre too. I think we Sunny Day here. And let's max Quake Excavalier. Because Kyogre's in a weird position. Because you could Water Spout, but you'll activate our weakness policy and we'll have the Sun. So Kyogre's going to protect. So the Max Quake is good here because we want to bulk up. And we're going to see an Iron Head. That'll be enough to knock out the Whimsicott, but we'll get a free switch into Cherrim. And if we keep Regieleki in the back, how much do we really have to worry about that Kyogre? Okay, so you bring out Dusclops. So we are still technically at neutral. What I want to do here is I want a Helping Hand Max Quake. Because we have the Sun up. So Groudon's still going to take a lot of damage, but not as much, and you'll activate weakness policy. And Haze, okay. But you just hazed away my -1. Thank you. Thank you, good sir. Now we could Helping Hand here, but I think the play is to protect and Max Quake again. And the battle's just going to be canceled. Very nice. Ooh, a bottle of calcium. Yeah, let's check it out. So Escavalier went down, and that was probably their Trick Room Dynamax Mon, which would have done a lot against the Groudon set. Trick Room, Helping Hand, Haze, and Nightshade. So a very, very supportive Dusclops. I think the rain would have been the call. We would have played it pretty well. And this is very similar to our set. Safety goggles. Actually, what is its speed? So Groudon would have outsped it once Trick Room was over. So yeah, you could have, like, you would have gotten a parting shot off, but what is Dusclops doing, and how can you minimize the damage output that my Mons have? Thunderous, that's Assault Vest because from Pokemon Go. That's Assault Vest because it has 4 attacks. Drizzle, what did you have? Mystic Water. And you're not max speed, so actually my Cherrim outside of Trick Room outspeeds you. So even if you played it minimal and swapped Kyogre back in, trying to stall out Trick Room, I still would have been able to get the sun back up, forcing you to max once again. But Scald, Origin Pulse, and Thunder. So it's more of a set to complement the Kingdra rather than withstand on its own. But interesting team, I did like it. It's just that I don't think Trick Room was the mode to go against for my team. But great battles. Probably one of my best night ones for the ladder reset. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to check out WifiMerriman. He originally worked on this team, and if you want to check out his battles, you can see the Weekend with Wi-Fi matchups I have on my channel. And let me know what you think about the team in the comments down below. Do you think the Regieleki is a better team option than the Charizard? Or what? I don't know. But if you made it this far in the video, I want to say thanks for watching. Once again, don't forget to like and subscribe. And until tomorrow, I will see everyone later.